Hey you guys. Hey you guys. Guess what we are doing, you guys? Scott, what do you think we're doing?
Doing Saturday night sleepover.
Yeah, it's a super scary Saturday sleepover. So we are here as usual. It's you guys. It's Oreo Jr. He put on his scarecrow outfit because, it's scary. And we're on a path, so he wanted to be the scarecrow on the Wizard of Oz for the secret path portion because we'll be back after this one. With Spooksville, of course, the secret path. Scott's here, I'm here, we're all here, it's all clear. And we're here for it's a super scary Saturday sleepover. So let's get going.
All right.
Scott, do you realize we haven't done this in a while?
We haven't.
Mm-mm.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, because we've been doing Wait Till Helen Comes. We've been doing Spooksville. We've been doing everything. We've bypassed Sherlock and everything. It's sad.
Oh, we're not doing Spooksville for tonight.
We are. That's going to be the next one. Okay, well, let's put Oreo Jr. up here with his friends. They're playing on the moon, Mercury, whatever, cascading down. And we're going to get started. And today's story is The Candy Woman.
Oh.
Okay, girl. She probably put razor blades and pills in the candy. Okay, well, let's get going. Sorry, I got marshmallows in there and it's just sticking everywhere, sticky in there. On a dark, cold night, it was again the spookiest time of the year. Oh, I should have read this one for Halloween. It's a missed opportunity.
It is.
Yeah. Halloween was back, and children were out getting candy while dressed in scary costumes. Among those kids were a group of 4 trick-or-treaters named Kevin, Noah, Lucy, and Anna. Mark them. Scott, you got it. What's their name again?
Anna was the only one I remember.
Okay, Kevin, Noah, Lucy, and Anna. They were dressed as a mummy, a witch, a skeleton, and a phantom.
Okay.
They began making spooky noises to get sweets and candy into their basket. Do you really have to do that? Because, like, this year, the kids just stood there looking at me and I was looking at them. Like, you know what this is, ma'am. They used to get many sweets every year, enough to make them full overnight. Y'all mama let y'all eat all that candy? And she ain't take none for herself like I used to do. And my mama used to do. And probably her mama used to do. This year, however, each bag only had 3 or 4 candies when there used to be 12 or more. Kevin took the blame on himself first and foremost. He had had an accident earlier in the day. After helping his mother carry some boxes, he tripped and fell down the stairs, breaking his arm. Damn.
Okay.
Sir, your mama had you working on Halloween. You supposed to be working on that costume. And working on which houses you supposed to be going to that got the full candy bars. He had to stay home in dire pain until they could put a cast over his arm. With his arm injury, he had no choice but to be a not so scary mummy while the others wore scarier costumes. It don't sound like none of y'all costumes were scary, sir. It sounded like all y'all costumes were basic at best.
So you had like a doctor that visited his house?
Who knows what year this story is set in? But yeah, or they set their asses in that ER like everybody else do for 12 hours.
Well, he said he had to wait at home till he got his cast on.
Scott, why? You're not allowed to ask questions.
Okay.
That was your one question for the day.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Problem.
It's gonna be a big problem. While the others tried not to make Kevin feel so bad, he insisted that he was at fault. Disappointed with their score, the group had to walk back home, having lost the Halloween spirit this year. Because y'all didn't get candy?
Why is it his fault? Because he had a broken arm?
He broke his arm.
How's that keep you from getting candy?
Because his costume was trash. Like, I'm over here Buc-ee's and I look better.
So they would show up to the house, be like, "Well, three of you look pretty good, but you suck.
You
So nobody
suck.
get candy."
Don't nobody get no damn candy. Get y'all little asses away from my house. Disrespecting me like that. That's what they were saying. That's what I would say. I'm kidding. I wouldn't
He
say
was a
that.
mummy. The other was a phantom, a skeleton, and what?
Scott, you already had your one question, but I'll grant you this second one. There was a mummy. He was the mummy. He was trash.
Sounds like it'd be good. I mean, he's already in a cast and just wrap it up. Sounds like it worked, but okay. I mean, how do you do a phantom?
That's what I was wondering when I read. I was like, what does a phantom look like? Like, is one half of your face covered because it's burnt, like Phantom of the Opera? Yeah, it was a phantom, a skeleton, which a witch. Basic. Everybody was basic as hell. It's not like anybody came as, I don't know, what was the dog name? Super dog. Crypto, the Superman dog, some shit they done made up. That's impressive. Anyway, that's Scott's last question, y'all. Keep tabs for me. Scott, keep tabs for me. That's your last question. Suddenly, as they walked on, they smelled something delicious. Ooh, somebody cooking. Their nose picked up the savory smell until they found a house in the middle of the suburbs, the most isolated place in the entire town. All around them were a few abandoned houses, except for the one omitting spells. Girl, they cooking meth. It sound like they cooking meth. Why is there abandoned houses all around there? This sound like a trap house. Noah's stumble rumbled at the smell, making him feel very hungry. Maybe we should go check that house, he suggested. Why are y'all, they ain't cooking for you, sir? The others were hesitant. They didn't know this part of town or who lived in it. However, they looked into their empty baskets. Their minds changed. Maybe they should trick or treat at this house. Whatever was being cooked in would be worth more than any candy. What if she cooking filet mignon? Do you think she's just offering trick or treaters the filet mignon? Scott, do you think? Y'all, do you think?
Probably not.
These people
shot, I guess,
are very entitled. The group walked together and entered through the metal gate. The gate opened with a loud creaking sound. Suddenly, the noise was so loud that a cauldron of bats flew from a dead tree and right for the children. The kids ducked as the bats raced past them, terrifying them.
Thought bats were death.
I mean, we thought that you had to go to the ER and doctors wouldn't come to your house. I mean, we doing it all we doing what we want in this story. After the bats flew off, the children were calmed by the aromatic smell of food. Aromatic smell of food. Looking around the place, Lucy didn't like how eerie the yard looked. Girl, you better go home. Remember, what did we say last story? Follow your gut. Follow your instinct. Or if you're going to be down, be all the way down. Just shut the hell up and go with it. If you're going to go with it, go with it. Or follow your instinct. You got them two options. Them two. So pick one, ma'am. Shit or get off the pot. There was grass everywhere, and the trees had no leaves. The house was in bad shape, with its windows broken and the front door looking like it would come down at any moment. It is a trap house, children. Get the hell away from there before you meet addicts. Looking around the place, Lucy didn't like how eerie the yard looked. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Wait, I read that. Okay, wait. Whoever's staying here is not a good housekeeper, she said awkwardly. The kids then walked to the door, afraid it would fall on them. Anna then stepped forward and tapped on the door. Knock, knock. After knocking on the door, they waited for whoever lived in the poor old house. After a minute, in the cold darkness, no one came to answer. Feeling no more nervous, the kids decided to turn around and walk out of the place, realizing it might not be worth it. It wasn't worth it the whole time. Y'all need to take y'all asses home and eat y'all little 4 pieces of candy and go to bed.
Even if it wasn't it's a seemingly abandoned house, but say it's not even abandoned. You think like people who like have a door that's fallen off and windows broken, can't afford to fix their house up, are gonna have candy for trick or treaters?
They hungry, I guess. It smells like, I don't know, McDonald's. I don't. I just feel like, girl, this don't sound like a good idea. This sounds reckless at best. Suddenly, they heard the door click. As they turned back, they saw the wooden door open, creaking as it slowly revealed the interior within. And there behind the door, there was no one. The kids were more scared, seeing that the door, which was closed before, somehow opened without anyone doing it. They looked at each other, unsure what to do next. Soon, the smell of the food pulled them in again, and they walked towards the entrance. What this food smell like?
Yeah.
Do I need a plate? This is giving Hansel and Gretel. They stepped into the house and looked around the shabby hallway with stairs going towards the second floor. The kids kept viewing until the door behind them closed and slammed shut. Okay. The kids jumped in panic, scared stiff. They shivered and shivered, afraid of who might live here. Could it be a ghost? Maybe that explained why the door opened and closed on its own. They were about to try and flee when suddenly Noah let out a yelp. Everyone looked up and they too saw a horrifying sight. Up at the top was an old woman, wrinkly and not so fit, staring somewhat angrily at the children. Her grumpy face made the kids mortified. She was holding a cane, tapping it roughly on her other palm. This is her. She just up there looking like, what? Why y'all in my damn house? Why y'all in my damn house? Did I leave my porch light on? Did I tell y'all I was giving candy out? Was my porch light on? I don't even have no porch light, so I know the answer's no. That's what she thinking. She then pointed her sharp cane at the kids, revealing a pointy tip that looked like it could cut through metal. The group shivered again, afraid to see the cane's sharp tip pointed dangerously at them. When they looked at the old lady, she growled, "You four better come up here." Her low voice made it sound like a threat. The children grew more afraid as they saw the elderly woman walk into the room. They wanted to run, but she called out to them, "Quick, get up here." Her shrieking voice made them panic. With no other choice, the kids went up together. When they came up to the room, the old lady looked away from them, stirring something in a black pot. The fire glowed so bright within the dark room, making it more ominous. The kids walked in, waiting to be dealt the punishment for trespassing. The woman turned around. Did you see me do it? It's like on cue. I'm scary too. Staring right into their eyes. The group was muttering under their breath, feeling the doom coming. The lady then grabbed her cane and walked towards them. The kids closed their eyes, waiting to be dealt with, and made the big victims of her wrath. And then she said, "Why are you wearing such silly costumes?" Girl, she told, look, that lady was like, "Y'all costumes basic, okay? Y'all mama didn't take y'all to Walmart and get y'all no costumes. And you over there with the broke arm." She had laughed. The kids opened their eyes to see the old lady laugh. She finished chuckling and looked at the kids again. This time they saw her face had changed. No more was she stern or angry. She appeared to be bubbly and happy. Girl, she bipolar. The children couldn't believe what they saw. The old lady who seemed so haunting was actually a kind old woman. She told them to sit down and relax. So the children went to sit on the couch in the lounge area. The woman came with 4 bowls of soup. The kids immediately recognized the smell of the soup as the delicious aroma they had found earlier. Feeling so hungry, they drank up the soup, letting the taste flow in their mouths. The old lady chuckled in their faces before she asked them again, "What are you all doing in my house?" "We were just wondering what that smell was," Kevin explained. "Well, enjoy yourself," the lady offered. "People don't come to visit me because my house looks so haunted." While they agreed, the children chose not to say anything about it. About the costumes, they told her that it was Halloween, a time of costumes and treats. "Treats, you say?" the old lady asked. "Come with me." She gestured for them to follow her, leading them to a room at the back. They entered and saw a huge stack of chocolates and muffins. Girl, how long them chocolates and muffins been sitting there? And where they come from? And why don't you know about Halloween? Stored on shelves. The kids were thrilled. Look at all the candy, they thought. The woman made them sit down and enjoy the delicious and sweet candies in the room. But the children had to go home as the night had become dark. They thanked the old lady for giving them her treats and walked off. As they returned home, they laughed and joked about their marvelous visit to the old lady's house. However, when Anna looked at her wrist, she squealed, "Oh no, my bracelet is gone." The group panicked. Girl, I would be like, "Tell your mama to bring you back because we got to go home. We're going to get in trouble. These street lights about to come on." And why, but how the hell did your bracelet come off? Why are you wearing it with a costume? That was her favorite gold bracelet. Wanting to help Anna, the group decided to help her find it. The last time she remembered, Anna had her bracelet in the old lady's house. So they decided that they would go back to find it. They returned to the old lady's house, opening the metal gate. But when they went through, they were horribly shocked to find that the house
Wasn't there?
it was gone. Oh my God, Scott is psychic, and he's right. The kids couldn't believe their eyes. The house that was there a few minutes ago had now disappeared into thin air. They were inside the house for an hour eating chocolates and talking to the nice old lady. Then Anna found her bracelet in the tall grass, but was still shocked to find that there was no house. They looked everywhere until an old man walked by, shouting out to the kids, "Hey, you four! What are you doing here?" he asked. The kids then told the old man about the house that was now gone. They told him about the old lady that given them sweets not long ago. The old man looked very afraid when they finished talking. His face revealed shock. Are you ready for my shocked face, Scott?
I'm ready.
Are y'all ready for my shocked face? Because this is about to happen. Get ready for some Oscar, Emmy, Tony, Grammy award winning stuff here.
Wow.
Yes, I did it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. He was mumbling as he looked down at the floor. When they asked why he was so scared, he told them everything. Oh, girl, he about to confess. What you do? As it turned out, the house was rumored to have been burnt down in a fire. In the house lived a witch who was working on spells to hide her unalived husband. Girl, what in the fatal vows? What in the deadly women? What in the ID channel is this?
It was in the soup.
Oh, that probably is it. Oh, y'all was eating human, girl. Y'all cannibals. And when things couldn't get worse, the witch might have eaten her husband. We didn't went full cannibal over here. Okay, y'all. Horrified by the man's tale, the kids realized why the house was empty and no one had come at all. The old lady was a witch, but she should be unalive. So, I mean, we're dealing with a lot of witches lately because we got Ann Templeton and Spooksville and this chick eating her husband body. And suddenly, the kids felt something wrong in their stomach. Ooh, get them some Pepto-Bismol. They began to feel very sick, holding their stomachs as it rumbled, both afraid and in pain. Oh, wait. Ooh, wait. Okay, wait. I skipped a whole paragraph. I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go back. Act like I didn't say nothing. Just rewind like 30 seconds. Horrified by the man's tale, the kids realized why the house was empty and no one had come at all. The old lady was a witch. Worse still, they began to fear they had eaten chocolate made by a witch. How do you know that when you eat Nestle, it's not made by a witch? How do you know who worked in the factories? How you know your car ain't made by a witch? How you know, Scott? How y'all know? Okay, suddenly the kids felt something wrong in their stomachs. They began to feel very sick, holding their stomachs as they rumbled. Both afraid and in pain, the kids lying on the floor, falling victim to whatever they had eaten. They had become victims of a witch. Kevin was crying from the pain in his stomach, unable to make it stop. Stick your finger down your throat. Then he tried to move his bandaged hand and rub his stomach. So ain't it broken? Feeling the pain go away. After a while, it was all over, and Kevin could slowly move his hand away from his stomach. Wait, he could move his hand? Kevin looked at his fingers and moved them. To his other shock, his fingers did not hurt. Then he removed the bandages and saw that his hand, previously bruised and broken, was completely fine. After the kids were free from pain, they saw Kevin dancing around joyfully. Seeing his arm was moving freely again. Hey, y'all need to go find that witch and be healing all kinds of stuff. They were wondering how this could happen. How could have it really do say how could have have Kevin's arm be healed after just a few hours? They realized something from their time in this place. Could it be that the chocolate they had eaten had helped heal Kevin's arm? Could it be that the old witch, who was believed to have eaten her husband, actually helped them after all? The kids didn't know what to believe. Did the old lady unalive or help them, or want to unalive or help them? Who's to say? But unknown to the kids, there was a presence from behind the walls watching them. The figure laughed mischievously as she turned away and flew into the night sky. The little witch had played her tricks, and now the kids could have their treats.
Wow.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a fairy tale, but. So, what did you learn from that, Scott? What did you guys learn? Put it in the comment section if you learned anything. I don't know what the hell that was.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the lesson is. But, you probably should know, like, you're trick-or-treating in your neighborhood, right? Like, oh, that house was never there before.
But remember, they said they were on the side of town they didn't remember or they didn't know about. And they wanted to go home. But old boy was like, but no, we ain't even got no candy. Well, like, move on. So,
I got nothing there.
Mine is this. Don't just be going up there, walking up to people's house, knocking on the door, expecting them to feed you because you don't know what the hell they eating. I, was a little girl when Jeffrey Dahmer happened. And I remember being scared as hell. And I'm sure if somebody had went over to his house and ate, they would have got more than what they bargained for. So don't go over people's house expecting what you want to happen. Okay, because you don't know what the hell they doing. You don't know if they wash their hands or not.
True.
They better be happy they just got a stomach ache. So that's all I have.
All right.
Okay, so with this, we're gonna end this one, and we'll be back because we got to do. Of course, we got this Spooksville, baby. So I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I hope you guys had a bomb time, because I sure did. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment if you would like. And from wherever we are to wherever you are, peace, love, happiness. And we will see you guys later. Skinnamarink.